This is why I train in martial arts. Oh yeah, this is definitely one reason why I train.
The horror playing out in this country. A fired worker, an Army vet, returning to the place where he once worked just after his former co-workers showed up for their shift. He slipped in the back door, and authorities say he began singling out his victims. ABC's Steve Osensami is on the scene in Orlando, leading us off tonight.
Sheriff deputies in Orlando tonight are calling what happened inside this local business an execution.
I don't want to make it too gruesome, but most of the victims were shot in the head. Some were shot multiple times.
They make awnings here for RVs and campers, and just as workers were starting their day, police say 45-year-old John Newman stormed through the back of the building with a semi-automatic pistol in his hand, knives in his pocket, and revenge on his mind. He was fired here in April, and police say he was targeting his former managers and other victims, gunning them down one by one.
Caller heard multiple gunshots. The shooter is still on scene.
46-year-old Kevin Lawson is just one of the 5 people who won't be going home tonight. 8 others made it out alive. Some of their family members are seen here sharing tears at a gathering location down the road. This woman was waiting to find her sister.
She saw one on the floor, is all she said, and she kept saying, "My boss is dead."
Newman was a troubled man, a veteran who police say was arrested for beating someone at this very same business 3 years ago.
I'm going to stop here. This right here is a huge red flag that someone is a possible danger. He was already arrested for beating somebody at the job. So it already means that that little social barrier to not be violent in a formal place is not there for him. So I would think that you should keep your eye on that guy ever since that incident. I'm sorry.
Charges were not filed. Witnesses say he turned his gun on himself when he heard the sound of police sirens.
And Steve Osensami with us live tonight from Orlando. And Steve, both the ATF and the FBI responding to the shootings today?
Yes, David, they were certainly here today because earlier there were concerns that this was terror-related. Right now, there's a large police presence outside this man's home. They're hoping they can find some explanation as to why he came here shooting. David?
Steve Osensami leading us off from Orlando tonight. Steve, thank you. The horror playing out in this country. A fired worker, an Army.
Why he did it? He was angry. He believed that violence solved his problems. I'm going to put a link in the description below to, I think it's still up here. This is a video that we got shown at my day job. I think it's called Run, Hide, Fight. They tell you this is how to handle an active shooter situation. Now, when something like that happens, unless the police are already there and they can come in and take over, they're not recommending that you just run away all the time anymore. Now they're saying that you're going to have to fight. That's why it's called Run, Hide, Fight. If you can't run and you can't hide, then you have to fight. And you fight the person with improvised weapons, whatever you can get your hands on. And see here, knife community. Now someone did send me, put on his video some links about knife fighting situations. Shout out to Grandmaster Art Mason. I'm going to put a link to that video in here too. That it's a link to other videos that talk about how to handle, self-defense against a knife. So I see some members of the knife community are stepping up. But we're dealing with knives all of a sudden, people. So you can't always run and hide. And it's obvious this isn't a situation that you can talk your way out of. So you may have to fight. So if you may have to fight, come on out and take a martial arts class so you can learn how to fight. So watch the video, Run, Hide, Fight. Prepare yourself in case you can't run or hide. And then I think you stand a good chance of survival. And, I really feel bad. I really feel bad for all the families involved because this is nothing but a tragedy right here. Peace.
Call 301-894-6616. You want to find out more? Go to cecilryu.org, cecilryu.org. Peace.